Good evening, afternoon, morning, whatever time zone you might be in. Welcome on this Sunday, or for Australians maybe Monday. Yeah, I decided to do another stream. I had some time over, so why not? Today we're going for yet another, the first year off, or technically the first years off, because we're going for the VIC 20 today. And the VIC had... came out in 1981, but there weren't many games available to play, in this case in 81, so I added 82 to this, which gives us a bit more variation in games. There are more 81 games, but most of them are text adventures or stuff that doesn't run decently, because, for instance, I don't have pedals. So we'll see what we will find in this list. I sorted out a number of games again, just like the past few days. And, well, we'll start with the first of our games. As you see, the VIC 20 starts with a relatively low amount of memory free. Now, today all games we are gonna check are cartridge games. So they bring their own memory, which helps when it comes to a low memory machine as the VIC 20. As always, I'm playing this from my MiSTer FPGA. And, well, let's go backwards through the alphabet today. And we start with something called Type Attack. Okay, very simple. Not the most energetic game, and I'm sure you can kind of guess what it is supposed to be. It's a typing tutor kind of thing, which we will try to do, but we'll go with standard speed, and we will start just for fun. A bit of an idea to what kind of typing tutors we had back in the day. They very simple, start with simple letters, with the left hand only first, then later on the right hand, etc. Nothing too special here really, but well, I thought for a change let's put a bit of an education thingy in there too. To some degree at least. I wonder if one would learn a lot from this as to typing, because especially the first round one can just do random keys. Basically one knows there's 4 keys. If I just go through the keys at random, just hit a few, it's not that hard to complete it, as you can see. Then we go to a bit of that was a typo. As you can see, it's rather simple stuff really. And that. I still make typos. Well, okay, just a quick check on that one. Oh. Let's have a look what we have here. Threshold. Ah. An old-fashioned arcade game, and I'm hoping that you guys have audio, because I don't hear anything, but it might be because I have the audio levels too low. I'm actually going to change that now, because my audio is very low. I do hope there's game audio on that side. I will check that in a moment, because this is remarkably low. No, there is game audio. It's just too low for me to hear. As so often with me, I'm not very good at shooters, and that's noticeable. We'll try again. F1 to try again, typical of the early Commodore machines. Oops, laser overheated, so I have to pause. Cannot shoot for a bit. So I have to avoid being hit. Not that way. So you can multi-shot, but then you auto fire, I mean, but then you have to make sure your laser doesn't overheat. As we do there, even with interrupting the fire, it overheats relatively quickly. So you have to be careful when you shoot. Okay, I'm allowed to shoot again. But then, of course, I get hit by an alien. These games are not the easiest ever. Especially not if you're not that adept at shoot 'em ups anyway. As is the case with me. I'll give it one more try, but we'll see what happens. F1, I keep forgetting. Ah yeah, good start. Really good start there. We will try. Let's see if we can get through this level again. Not if we let the laser overheat. So we'll wait for a bit. Just avoid the one alien. Should be okay. Until the laser is no longer overheated. Okay, and no. Try to one-shot it, but that wasn't enough. There we go. Bit unlucky there. I'd hoped to hit it there. Not this way. The shooting is rather precise. And with all the sideways movement of the aliens, it becomes more difficult. Let's see if we can make it through the second level for the first time. Yeah, we did, but we also lost the ship at the last moment. But we are through the level. Okay, what do we get? Different aliens again. Different patterns. We can't just stay in one corner and be safe there as we were in the previous ones. Hey, Teal! Good morning for you, I guess. Just another hour or so. How you doing, mate? Yeah, it should be 11:20 there, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I saw you post in Wen's Discord. At least you're getting your sleep now, which is a good thing. I hope you're also getting enough of it, but... Okay, we're gonna do this with the keys, because we need 2 buttons and we don't have that on the joystick. Okay. So you were tired and you got your sleep. Good. So how are you feeling now? Hi, Sloopy. Oh yeah. Let's see how this goes. That's better, and I won't be in time for that one, so I better dig a new hole there. And hope that it goes in there. I'm doing fine. How are you doing, Sloopy? It's nice to see you in here, because now you only get to hear me, I don't get to hear you this time. Windows. Oh boy. Poor you. As former Unix admin and now at home a Linux user, you understand I have a different preference. Okay, why am I not digging? Because I was using the wrong key. As to me, I'm doing fine, Teal. I was up late and woke late. Was 5 AM my time when I went to bed, and 11 when I woke up, or just before 11, quarter to 11. Yes, Loopy, as you may have seen, I'm doing VIC-20 games today from the first 2 years, I should say, of the VIC-20, because the first year, 1981, there wasn't too much publish that I could use, so I added an extra year to it in this case. Let's see if we can do this with joystick, or if this is... keyboard only? No. It's joystick, okay. VIC-20, of course, the machine that came before the Commodore 64. It was... before that, Commodore had pad machines, business machines, and Jack Rommel was his name. He wanted something that was more suitable for the home user, as competition for, say, the Apple home computer at that time, the Apple II, which was then the standard, more or less, of home computers. And the TRS-80 color computer. After the Atari, exactly. That was another bit of competition they were going for. And it's a decent little machine. Was a bit low on RAM, but the one good thing that it had compared to many other machines in those days was that it had a decent keyboard, because basically it had the same keyboard as the pad computers had. The last good thing was that they went for the smaller BASIC. The newer pad computers then had 4.0 BASIC. This still had the 2.0. And it was a bit limited, but it worked, and there were way worse computers out there at the time. Ah yeah, this is an old Brotherband game. We have to try and take the other snakes or serpents apart by hitting them from their tails. And we can get some extra segments ourselves, because if we lose our segments we are dead. And it looks like we go a bit faster than the other snakes, just a little bit. Oops, that's not what we want. We don't want that red one to get us. Oops, wrong direction. Let's see where they go to. Ah, that was wrong. Not my smartest move ever there. And I missed. That was a bit better at least. Let's go back. If I remember correctly, best tactic is to try and go after one snake and hope to avoid the others at the same time. I almost have this one. But I'm also almost dead, so I better try and get something extra there. I can use that. Let's extend our snake a bit, because it becomes a bit short. I hope you get game audio, because it's rather quiet for me. If you don't, just let me know, because then I will change level. And I'm not doing very well at the moment. No. I must admit I'm also not quite sure how much game audio there is in this game. But I would expect some audio at the very least, because the VIC did have a decent sound chip usually. You see now it's very quiet now, I see. There is some, but it's very quiet. Let's see if I raise that volume a little bit, if it gets a bit better. But I do see some game audio at the moment. Hi Mitsuyama! Good evening! Yeah, stupid. How you doing, Mitch? Yeah, I deserve that one, I agree. Try one more time, see if I can at least kill one snake, because normally I can in these kind of games. There we go, that's better. This looks more like it. For a bit at least. Will probably change in a bit, but for the time being at least I get a few points in that. Oops. No. Okay, so you will know some of these games probably. I chose a number of games from 81 and 82, because the 81 set was a bit limited for me to go by at the moment. Yeah, as soon as when they're green I can attack them from either side, that's clear, yeah. So that's now. And I win a level. Somehow. Oops, a bit too far. Yeah, that was stupid. Arcadia, yeah, I saw it, it was there, but I skipped it actually because I honestly can't stand the Commodore versions of Arcadia, both C64 and the VIC-20, because I'm used to the Spectrum version and that just runs better. It's more fun to play. Let's go. Wacky Waters, I think, was 83, if I remember correctly, so that won't be appearing here either. You just like that too much, Teal, but you're right, because this was another bad one. Actually, earlier today I gave Wen one for Fall Guys, because that was just too bad a fall. Normally I wouldn't do that for Fall Guys, but it was just too much. She could grab the crown and win the final, and in the last second she pushed the wrong button. I know. Yeah, that was unlucky because she was there and she would have won it. She just had to grab it, but instead of grab, she pushed the dive button. While unfortunate, that deserves an oops. It's okay. But in these games, as you know, there are a lot of games where you just can't avoid dying, but there are situations like just there where I just... Radar Rat Race will come along. Yeah, I'm only doing cartridge games today for one simple reason. If I have to load it, the MiSTer does it at the same speed as the VIC-20, so that means that if I go for a 16K game, it has the fabulous loading time of 8 minutes or more. I'm not gonna do that to anyone here. Come on, I know I can play this better. Thank you, Teal. Let's try this again. I must say this game I prefer the Atari 8-bit version. I guess not. That's okay, we still have time. Okay, this is narrow. This is gonna be, I was just gonna say this is gonna be difficult. Yeah, one of those, yeah. You had those on all systems. I don't think I have one in here because they aren't available on cartridge, and I said tape loading was just too slow to do that to any of my viewers right now. Because the tape routines on the VIC-20 and also later on the C64 were not the best ever. They were slow, as you can imagine. Compared to Spectrum, where 48K game for the full, that was 39K loading, happened within 5 minutes, and then you went to the VIC-20 and yeah, for 16K game, so basically 11K maximum load, it took about 8 minutes. And that's all very nice if you are just playing for yourself, and if I was doing just for myself I would not worry, but what thing was for a while, Teal? That challenge, you mean? Or what did you mean? Oh yeah, Revulsation, yeah. I normally don't mean. I'm actually gonna do something because quite a few games on the VIC use the F1 to start. So what I did now is I added F1 on my joypad for the start button. That means that I don't have to constantly go to the keyboard just to start a game. Yeah, I forgot about that before too, but I suddenly realized, oh wait a second, I can add an extra man there, or rather transport a man there, because that's what you do, I think. Yeah, this was a classic arcade game, and well, it's a decent. Oops, I thought I could just shoot it, but that was a disappointment. A decent conversion. The graphics are way less than, for instance, the Atari version. Yeah, that's the same in every version of this game. The shooting is always a bit on the slow side, and that means you have to make sure to avoid more things. Hey, thanks Michiyama. That's very nice of you. Ah, I missed it. Yeah, new sub. So now you too can do exactly that one. You got it. Yeah, I only have 3 sub emotes, so I can't do the others for the tier 1. But if I ever get more sub emotes, then the basic all 4 of them will go to tier 1 at some point. But that will be a long time from now. Jelly monsters will come in a bit, as you can see, because I'm going backwards through the alphabet today. Now, this is kind of funny. There are 2 versions of this game, and you already named one of them earlier, MiSTer, but this doesn't really work with the joystick. You need a keyboard for this. A was smokescreen, P was start. Yeah, okay. Classic arcade game again. And 2 games from now, I think we will get the other version that you know of this, Mitsuyama, which you already named actually. Oops. First this one. The cars are there, okay, let's avoid them. Yeah, sure, crash into a rock. Smart move. Just 1 flag left. Can I avoid the cars? Yeah, they are all behind me, so it should be okay normally. If I don't crash into any rocks. Oops. I didn't see that one there. Okay then, let's try that again. Hi Oniva. Okay, I don't know who the anonymous gifter was, but thank you. That's very nice of the anonymous gifter. I don't even know if Oniva is actually here. She probably isn't, but... Whoops. Oh, that was stupid. Worst part is I know I can play this game. Because on other versions I have quite a bit of experience with this game. It's actually one of my favorite arcade games. Well, then it will be a nice surprise for her when she gets on at some point. If depends a bit on her schedule today, because she has some other stuff to do, I know. And I didn't plan to stream originally. That deserves an oops if anything ever did, Teal. Now you can see where the cars are on the radar on the right, and I saw it coming and I still went on, so nope, that deserves an oops. I'm at the wrong keys it seems. Yeah, I am. Oops. Was one too far to the left for a moment there. Couldn't avoid that one. I thought it was higher than that. Duh. Okay, well, at least I got to the first round. Yeah, you can see the flags and you can see the cars. The cars are a bit harder to spot because of the relatively small difference between the dark blue and the black, but they are spottable with a bit of experience. You go to as you can see on the VIC they use some rather interesting keys for control often. You will see P for up, L for left, and then the semicolon for right and the full stop for down. Bit different than what we do nowadays with the AWSD. In this case the down is one row lower than you would expect nowadays, but it's for me it's quite playable. But in this case I go for the joystick. This game is, well, basically quite simple. Get all the gold. You have limited time to get it back to the to your car or whatever you have there. And try not to run into your opponents. Yeah, that mini-map Rally X, or as we later will see the other version of it, is one of the few games where mini radar actually works well. Most other games it's useless, but in that game it's pretty useful. Oh, come on. There we go. As you see, whenever I grab a gold bar, there is a timer going down at the bottom. Okay, we get a bonus mace and it becomes a bit more difficult now. Simple game mechanics, but it makes for a bit of a challenge at times. Because you have to pay attention to where your opponents are. And in the meantime, keep track of your time. Ah, okay. It's kind of funny nowadays. People look down on casual gaming, but if you look at these games, these are basically casual games. And this was the kind of gaming we did. This or text adventures, and that was about it back in the day. So I will never look down on what people call casual gaming, because, well, that's my kind of gaming often. Not all of them, there are exceptions, but simple games. Oops. Yeah, I knew it. Saw it just a second late what happened. Where do we go? Okay. Controls are a little bit sensitive at times. Yeah, that would be the case in some of the games we play, as you know, yeah, where you have to do everything again. Thankfully we don't have to do it in this. So Mitsuyama, is this a game you played before, or? Now we have to get 9, and we got 3 opponents. I think it's also I think there's also a version of this called Bank Robber or something like that, but yeah. That actually started off harder. It started was faster and had 3 opponents from the start. I had to make a choice and I thought, well, at least let's go for one where at least I can do more than one level so people can see what the game is about. Because as you know, I'm not the best gamer ever, far from it. So. Although I do notice that lately I'm getting more experience with my controllers and such. Yeah, well, believe me, there are people that are way better at these kind of games. What are we gonna do? Yeah, see, those kind of things they don't do, for instance. But I got through a bit of it. Now, we just did Rally X. This is probably the version that Mitsuyama remembers, if I put the right file in there. Nope. Hey, did I take the wrong one there? Let's just do a reset just in case, because sometimes that's needed. Okay, this is the wrong file. I expected a different one. Because I know the version you, I think, remember, Mitsuyama, would have mouse and rats in there, doesn't it? And the cat you need to avoid. If I have a quick look. Yeah. I know I have that version because I saw it earlier. I just seem to have copied the version that is a bit different. Let's see what this one is. There we go, VIC Rat Race. This is the version you remember, the graphics you remember. There you go. This will have been how you played it, Mishiyama. Basically, of course, the same game as Rally X, but different graphics. Yes, even back in the day they already did that. Modify the graphic. Preferably not run into the rats, because they seem to not like mice, or maybe like them too much, I don't know. Ah, there's a wall there. There is actually one other difference with the other version of the game. One key is defined differently. In this case, the S is used for the smoke screen, while in the other one the A is used. But apart from that, it's exactly the same game, just different graphics. Oops, this one. And the last one, I'm hoping that... can I get that in time? Should be okay, yeah. See, I do better as a mouse than as a car. It looks like. Oops, yeah. Of course it turned the wrong way. If you hit a wall and there's nothing, and you don't hit the direction, it will automatically turn in one direction. Usually that's to the right. And that can be a problem. And that was just a stupid mistake by me. Let me see if I can do something here. I'm not sure if I can. Nope. No, I can only do power and just see. I was wondering if I could do black and white instead of color, but I can in this case. Well, I will try one more time. Yeah, that's correct, Teal. Absolutely correct. Ah. I just couldn't do the smoke screen in time. Can I avoid those two cars that are coming after me there? A bit to the right. There's a cat there. Now I can. Bit further up. There we go. Okay, we got through the first round once again. And with a better score than we did in the Rally X version. Yeah, black and white TV. That's another thing you might not remember, Teal. Too many rats there, huh? Yeah. Yeah, all after me. I Love Lucy, yeah. That was of course in black and white, yeah. But yeah, my first TV too was black and white. A portable black and white, what was that? 24, yeah, probably a 10-inch screen, something like that. 10 or 12-inch screen. Because I started with a computer that only did black and white. And then later I got Spectrum. And yeah, at first that was also in black and white until I, for a birthday, got a replacement TV, a color portable TV. Omega Race. F1 is joystick. Yeah, we don't have a pedal. What colors do we have? No, we don't want... no, let's just keep it this way. Color of the ship. I think that cyan is a good option. And F1 for joystick. Ah yeah, it's this game. Not the type of game I'm usually good at. And they are quite into something. Ah, almost. Let's first get the ones that don't shoot back yet. So, with a bit of luck, if I can all hit them. Yeah, this is very difficult. I played it a while ago on... What was it? What system was that? There was another system where I played the same game on. Oh, the ColecoVision, of course, yeah. Wow, I actually made it through a level. Looks like. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is not an easy game, but it's fun. Is it Sloopy? Okay. Now, the first version I played was on the ColecoVision. Was that 2 weeks ago or so? Time flies when you're having fun, but... So it was new for me then, but I do like this actually. But I'm not very good at it, as you can see. Hey Curtis! Good afternoon for you. Because you are on Central, I think, eh? Or Mountain? Mountain. Are you? Not sure now. Central, yeah, okay. I wasn't 100%. Oh yeah, of course. You're Central, Alberta's mountain. Yeah. Okay, I'll check that later. Thanks, Curtis. Yeah. Okay, someone is sending me messages and... Okay. That's Oniva. Let me see what she has to miss. Okay. I'll reply later, nothing important. Oh yeah, it's this one. What are the keys on this? They probably showed me, but of course I was distracted. This is the kind of game you prefer not to have to search for the keys for, if I remember correctly. Doesn't tell me. Oh, doesn't now. Okay, maybe now. No. Then we go gamble. Okay, L and then probably have some key here. Yeah, okay. Simple ID. You go back and forth, grab the money bags, bring them back to the left. And try not to get hit by what looks like daggers. Ah, 1 second early, or half a second early. Let's try this again. Some games were simpler in their ID than others. And as you can see, the protective walls get damaged quickly. Ah yeah, it has a run button too, okay. But if you use it, your bonus goes down quicker. Same with protective shields you can put above you. Whoa. Just made that. Guess we're going to the second round, yes. Somehow. Yeah, these are these kind of games that could easily be done on the phone nowadays, most of these. Actually, you can emulate these systems on your phone. That's how easy they are. Always first try, yeah? No deaths, we know that. Yeah, sure. Pretty soon the most pro thing here will probably be my new chair that's coming, hopefully end of the week or beginning of next. Probably also the only pro thing. Well, and my microphone, I guess. Notice, by the way, that here you have to start again. So you start once again with having to go for 5 or 6 money bags instead of just the last one that I still needed. I can't imagine modern gamers being happy with this kind of setup. That only just went okay there. And that will go wrong, yeah, I knew it. And that's game over. Simple game. Yeah, see, I got A for high speed and D for force field. Yeah, I have done better. And I've done worse on these kind of games. Okay, now this is an interesting one. Yeah, I thought I remembered this. You only just woke up, Teal. You shouldn't be tired. The issue with this game is that on the VIC-20, the combination of keys made sense. Because there the function keys are on the right side, directly to the right of the return key. So you use enter for gas and then the function keys for your, what do you call it, gears. But of course, that's not the case on a modern keyboard. So we'll see how far I can get in this. I know I need to do the ignition, go to the right thing, and then... Okay, why is it not... This is not good. Ah, there we go, F5. So I have to do a bit of a weird movement now for changing gears. And try not to hit too much of the side. And top gear, okay. Let's see how long we can do. Probably not very long only, but no, see? 1.15 kilometers, that's less than a mile. You can only change gear if you let go of your acceleration button, okay. You have a set time, and within that time you have to get as far as you can. As long as the road is straight, it's not too bad with the gear shift, but if you want to change gears in a corner, it becomes more difficult with this setup. Some people would say every time you crash you lose a life, but no, it's not the case in this one indeed. I'm not going to get very far in this, I'm afraid. You shouldn't feel bad about giving me the oops. If I oops, I deserve it, you know. I told you before that I'll leave it up to you and Ren and the other Vips. If they feel there's an oops, I'll accept that. I'm not gonna fight them. Come on. Let's just stay in the third gear instead of top gear, see if we can react quick enough then. Nope, same problem. I used to have reaction speed. Oh well, last 5 seconds, not gonna make much, but every bit helps, I guess. Less than 4 kilometers. Mwah. By the way, game is always over because you there's no way to go further. Just you have to set the distance in the set time. I seem to remember there's actually a... I'm trying to think which maker is a Fisher. No, it's a different one. There's a version of this for children where you have... or was that made that way? Where you can use a steering wheel and a gear shift in it. There might even be an arcade version. I'm not 100% sure if that was, but it's a classic game. Oh yeah. If you want to see a game where I will really fail at, check out this one. A and D, F5, F3 and F1. Okay, what does F1 do? I have to check because... I won't because... Okay, F1 to start. Okay. Oh, I actually landed for a change. But no bonus. Okay, Teal, see you in a bit, I hope. Oops. No, crashed just. And of course I have limited fuel. Yeah. It's a variation on the Lunar Lander, but... I think this one was named before. I'm just checking something, why I'm not hearing anything, because I should be hearing some stuff normally. Let me check if my output is set correctly. Ah, that is why I don't hear anything. It's trying to output to my microphone. That does have a headset connection, but I'm using a Bluetooth connection. That explains why I didn't hear anything. Nearly done. Okay, now I should hear stuff. Yeah, I seem to remember this was a pretty good version, actually. With the original noises. And I started off pretty bad, but... shorter time than I hoped for. And the ghost patterns are quite different from what you would expect in an official Pac-Man game. The sounds are good, graphics are decent, but... yeah. That wasn't very good, to say the least. Star Battle. No, I didn't play that. What was the reason? There was a reason why I didn't add that. Did I only have a tape version of it, or did I... I can actually have a look later on, if you want, but... Actually, I can check now. Star Battle. Was there a reason? Did I just miss that, or was that a different time? Star Battle. That's 81 indeed. Why did I not play that? Should be okay. Let's have a look. I must have missed it. Let's go. Ah, I completely missed it. Thanks for the tip. I must have missed that when going through the list. Yeah. Now my volume is way too loud. That's better. I couldn't hear myself think anymore. Let's try once again. That's pretty decent actually, yeah. Well, I would call it a clone probably, not a port, because this is not an official one as we well know. I know. That's why I say it's... Ooh, missed it. Okay, let's see. Where does it come back? Not there. Nope. Come on. Got it. Ah. Thank you. Yeah, I got a bit lucky there, but it took a bit to get that last one, but... What I don't like is that it doesn't have auto fire, which the original did have, if I remember correctly. You could only do one bullet at a time, but it did auto fire. If I played this too long, my left wrist would be a problem after a while. Ah, that was stupid. But yeah, good game. Thanks for the tip, Mr. Yama. I didn't know about this one. Let's see, where were we in the meantime? We just had Challenge Monsters. Let's go for Gridrunner. Ah, okay. A Jeff Minter game. No, Jeff Minter. Why do I know that name? It sounds so familiar. Trying to think, is that one that I know from Amiga? Or not sure. Lamasoft, of course. Thank you. That's the one. Come on. That's not good. Yeah, Llama Soft indeed. There we go. One grid done. Whoops. Let's try that again. Ah. Yeah, I should know better than to stand still. Hi, Slayer. Good evening. How you doing, mate? Whoa, somehow got through there. Ah. That wasn't good. Nope. Ah. That was my last one. Yeah. Okay. Got further than I expected. Yeah, we're still doing VIC-20 games from 1981 and 1982. And there are some classics in here, of course. This is one of them that I remember. Ah yeah, here you can't hold the fire button because it will stop firing then. Hi Longshanks, how are you? Oops. I'm okay. Still Sting at shoot 'em ups as you can see, but nothing changed there. Oh yeah, sure. Let's not give me a chance to move. That was just unfair. And that was stupid. I think that last one at least deserves an oops, because that was just stupid. I know that Pro was not put there by me. I have my moderator Ren to thank for that one. Okay, let's try once more. Okay, got through somehow. Oh yeah, now we get the irritating one. Okay, the rest of the... This is about as far as I ever got, so I don't really know what to expect now. Probably not much given my skill levels. No. Oh, got through. Don't ask me how. Ah yeah, now I have to hit the large ship somehow. And probably quite often. It looks like. Bite the dust. Okay. A decent version actually of a well-known game, of course, but I like it. Fast Edgy, I think. Yeah, I know which one this is. Welcome back, Teal. Ah, you can't stop halfway up the stairs, so you can only go... Ah. I remember this game from a long time ago, but haven't played in years. Hey, Brock! Ah, you remember the game, Brock. Did you have a VIC-20, or was it just that you knew the original, the game in some other version? And how are you doing, actually, since you are here? Oh, come on. It's one of those games where you have to be exactly on the ladder. And then you have to go up there and get the key from the last opponent. There we go. Next level. Hi, Kastrijn. Whoops. Mistake. How you doing, mate? Oops, a bit too far down. No, I only wanted one stair up, not two. And we have to get the key at the top. Yeah. Let's grab this one. Oh, I don't have to be up there, I have to go down. Well, we'll go down then. Glad you're doing good. Oops. Had some problem going down the stairs, so that's why I did the extra jump. Ah, the PC Engine core, yeah, that's pretty good, eh? I must say most cores are pretty decent. There are a few exceptions. I do hope they will make the Coco 2 core better, but that's in early development, so that will come soon, I hope. But most cores I'm pretty happy with. And that was game over. Okay, my new chair really needs to come. Yeah, it is actually Curtis. It's a rather new core, of course, but they're getting there. The Coco, you mean the list of playing? I will be playing early games for the Coco 2. I have played some Coco games 3 shows ago. 3 or 4. You're not completely wrong there, Teal, but then again, I'm trying to think, was this before or after Donkey Kong? Because of course Mario from Donkey Kong started live. Mario started live in Donkey Kong, be it under a different name. He was just called Jumpman then. Oh yeah, this one. I saw this is a stupid game, but it's not quite sure what duck is shooting there and how it's doing that, but you cannot move past those blocks, and then they will disappear after a while. So I can't get through them now, but after a while they will disappear. But you shouldn't have one fall on top of you, because then you lose a duck. Now one could say who gives a duck, but well, in this case one does. Geez, stand still for a moment. Oh yeah, duck can be delicious, absolutely, if prepared correctly. Duck à l'orange, yeah. Down to my last duck, it seems. Oh, I got an extra duck because I made to the next level, but that's it. Yeah, those movements were a bit too good, really, yeah? But this was a game I thought, it's just a fun, different thing. You don't often see a duck as the main character. We do, of course, have Untitled Goose Game these days. But that's a bit different again. Usually when it is a duck, it's usually something like Donald Duck or Daisy. Oops. Have you seen or played the Untitled Goose Game, Teal? Yeah, I know Haley played at some point. It's a lot of fun. Hey, Freaker. Thanks for following. Ah, one straight into it. It only shoots when you move in a direction too. Thanks for letting us know. Welcome in. He, him for me too. So. Are you a fan of retro computing? Specific computers? The VIC-20 or anything else, Freaker? I'll try this one more time. Oops, I screwed avoid that. Okay, let's try the next. We have a few games left still. Yeah, and a bit of time left too. Now, as so often back in the days, games used to rip off well-known themes. Okay, a bit later than me, but still retro enough, yeah. And do you still play on those systems, or do you still own them? Ah, couldn't avoid that one. Not that way, at least. But yeah, it's a variation on Pac-Man that is trying to be original, I guess, but basically the only things different really are the maps and the graphics. Ah yeah, so basically official emulators, yeah. Yeah, time management, where do we know that issue from? But the NES Mini and the SNES Mini are decent machines, so... Did you add extra games to them, or do you only use the originals? Okay. Yeah, right now we are doing games from the VIC-20, from the first 2 years of its existence. I do all kinds of retro games, and usually, as I do now, on my MiSTer FPGA. Which makes it a lot easier to emulate, yeah. If I say that out loud, some people will complain that it's not emulation on FPGA. I always say, yeah, well, it is emulation just on a hardware level instead of on a software level, but... What's in the word, eh? My first system, by the way, was the Timex Synclair 1000, and after that I got the Synclair ZX Spectrum. Okay, let's see. Okay, we got levels there, I guess. Yeah, okay. Ah, they're shooting to the left and right too. Okay. Not in the... Which part of the world are you from, Freaker? Or Freaker? The Timex Synclair 1000 was a computer made well by Timex. Was basically based on the Synclair ZX81, which was a British home computer from, well, you guessed it, 1981. And then the ZX Spectrum was the next computer from Sinclair that came out in 1982. Yeah. Saw the 87 part, so it would have surprised me had you known it. But which part of the world are you from? You from Europe or the US or? Germany. Ah, Deutschland. Okay. Yeah, both Spectrum and ZX81 weren't very big in Germany. That was more Commodore country back in the day. C64 and later the Amigas. There were a few Spectrum users there, but not that many relatively. Okay, I never played the VIC-20 version of this game. It's a classic game once again. If I remember correctly, I can carry 16 people. If I can find them. Actually, let's go after the tank first. Try to... Okay, there we go. I win! How are you doing tonight? Ah, you're playing with Matti, okay. Oops. Nice. Stardew Valley, yeah. I haven't played it yet. It seems like an okay game, but I don't know, it's one of those games that you are mostly playing long time, it seems. I'm mostly playing quick games, stuff like this, or of course Fall Guys and such. Oops. I should have avoided that plane, I guess. I already told him that but you know him, he doesn't accept that. Oops. By the way, if the sound is too loud or anything, let me know, cause that's why you came in when. Let's see if this was. Let's go for a classic. Okay, I probably have it a bit too close, and we can solve that. Yeah, that's the one problem with a mic like this. When you get closer, it will be louder. That's an issue, of course, I didn't have with the headset mic. Ah, bummer. Bit hard to avoid when they get this low. I know, the one kind of mic you don't have this issue is with the headset mic, but well, I'm not going to use my Bluetooth mic. Yeah, but I mean, you have one level there. You don't get that you get closer or further away. That's what I mean, Teal. And the mic of my headset was actually better than I'm used to for most headsets, but I hate that stupid cable. I'm not going to use a Bluetooth microphone. Bluetooth headset is one thing for headphones, but not for the microphone. Ah, missed. I do have Bluetooth. I had that already for a controller that I sometimes use. But I use it now for my headset, so at least I don't have that stupid cable hanging on my arm when playing, because I find that so irritating. Now it's all about timing. There we go. Yeah, and then do this after that. Very smart. The last one wasn't I couldn't avoid, but the one before was an oops. If I ever saw one. Which one was this again? Thankfully I set a very short, but still a timeout on that, so you can't accidentally add to. Oh, I know you were gone, and correctly so, I feel. Okay, where's the start button on this one? Can we find that? Or is it... Should be a button to start this, one would say. Or is it... Oh, wait. Yeah. Of course. Some games do that. They use up to start. Okay. I'm that thing up there. This is weird. You would expect some movement of your ship in the horizontal direction. But it's just the whole screen moves, but the ship itself stays in place. That's weird. It just doesn't feel right, eh? Okay, these are buildings. I can't shoot those. I'll try one. Ah, I actually get to enter my name for that. Wow. Yeah, this is just... This is not the most fun game to play either, I must say. It's irritating, the graphics, the way they work. I'll finish this one game and then I will go for something else, cause yeah, no, let's not do this again. How does this one start? Ah, we got another Pac-Man. Pac-Man, Space Invaders. Why do I say Pac-Man when I mean Space Invaders? Sure. Walk straight into the bullet twice. No. That was not played well. That's right. Yeah, it does look familiar, although did 2600 throw, did it also have 4 bunkers or did it only have 3? I'm not sure. But yeah, I do like this one. Oh yeah. The bulls are a bit small though, for these older eyes. Probably as a child I would probably not have had an issue with it, but... Okay, one last time. And then we have one game left. Which is a classic game, an Avenger I never played, and we'll just see if... how far we can get in a relatively short time, because I'm not going to play the full Adventure. And that's the one kind of game I don't mind backseat gaming with, so... if at some point we come to a point where I don't have any idea and someone else does, feel free to tell me then. Wow. Was unlucky there. Bad timing. Yeah, of course we get this now. That was bad timing. Wow. That's better. Ah, thought that would just miss me. You know where the problem started, eh? I started thinking. The shots in this one go faster than I expect them to go, so I most of the time shoot in front of the alien. Or the invader, I should say, I guess. And that was it. Yeah, it was actually a decent version. Okay, now we get an interesting one. I have to do a multi-part load. And I have to give a command, I think. Well, actually, I first have to do a reset, because otherwise it won't work. These cartridges were kind of interesting. When the VIC-20 came out, Commodore went to... what are they called again? Can't think of the company name now. But they asked them... They wanted their Avengers on the VIC-20. But the VIC-20 only had, what was it, 8K RAM. And the games couldn't fit in that. So they made a cartridge with the memory in it. And the cartridge was so full that the execute command wasn't available anymore. So you have to do the sys 32592 to get the game started. Preferably without typos. Scott Adams, that's what I was looking for. Now this is a classic Avenger. No, we don't want to restore. I'm going to move the microphone a bit so I can see the keyboard. I hope you can still hear me as the situation is now. In this Avenger you're to find treasures, store them away. Okay. Oh, let's start with Luke then. In a forest, trees, north, south, east and west. What shall I do now? Let's start north. Oh, do I have to type it out? No, doesn't know how to do north. Okay, they clearly were out of memory here, because they don't even automatically... Ah, here we got something. The sunny meadow. Large sleeping dragon. Sign here says, in many cases, mud is good. In others... Okay. I'm not a big fan, by the way, of the colors they used for these texts. That green on white is not working that well, I must say. A shore of a lake, water, golden fish, rusty eggs. I'm guessing I can take or get the axe. Let's see. Do we have an inventory command? Yes. Can I take the fish or do I need... Ah, I can't. Okay. We came from the west, so let's go north. Let's take the statue. Let's see what that does. Okay. No. Okay. I'm guessing we shouldn't stay here too long if it's quicksand. Ah, we have an issue. Looks like we cannot get out anymore. Nope. Help? Ah. Nope. Nope. Why do I have a feeling we are at the dead end? Okay. So we know where not to go. Let's try it one more time. We take the axe again, because I have a feeling we need that. And we don't want to go north, so let's go south. Let's see what we have there. I don't think we should go for that hole then. Let's see what we have in the west. Cypress tree, evil smelling mud, swamp gas, patch of oily slime. No, let's go back east. And let's go back to the dragon. Or wasn't that here? Yeah. Can I? Ah, okay. Nope. Ah, and we lost the axe this way. Okay, so we have to start with east. No, we still can't do that, I guess. Not even a second time. Let's go west. That might be an idea, Teal. Where are we now? Ah. It's one of those where the map isn't consistent. Yeah, you have quite a few worship songs in there, eh? Nothing wrong with that. That has its audience, of course. I will admit it's not my choice, but you know that. No, can only throw the eggs, okay. I don't know what to do here. Did anyone play this one before, guys? It's a famous adventure, of course, Adventureland, but I never played it myself either, and I'm actually stuck at what to do now. I think if I am going to play this adventure, I don't think I will play it now further than this. I will probably play a version that is on a different computer, cause yeah, man, I know. That's why I said guys, and I didn't include ladies. No, it wasn't, but it just happened to be that way. Yeah, I'm not gonna continue this now, especially since no one else has played it. I could look up the solution, but I will be looking at some point. I will be looking at a stream where I will do an adventure, just one adventure, try to solve it completely. But then I want one that has a bit better setup than this, because they clearly saved a lot of space on text by shortened sentences and such. Normally you would expect longer explanations here and complete sentences. But I guess, yeah, that was the last of the games. We'll end on this one. It's been an interesting stream. Some surprising games as always. VIC 20 actually is better than I remembered. I remembered it as being rather, so say, simpler machine than it was. Yes, the memory was small, but if you look at what it can do, it actually runs pretty well. Can do some decent arcade conversions, and the colors seem brighter than the Commodore 64 were later. So I don't know why they went so wrong with the C64 later on. Sorry if there's any C64 fans in the house. Yeah, I'll leave it at this. My next stream should be next Thursday. I'm not sure what I will be doing then yet. Might be another first year off, but might also be something else. We'll see. Thanks all for coming by. I hope to see you all again soon. I hope you enjoyed it. I did, so. And let's see if there's anyone to rate. Ooh, Wen really wants me to play Manic Miner. You like that music so much, eh, Wen? Do it for the music. Yeah, I thought so. Let's see if there's anyone we can rate. Actually, yes, there is. Some of you will probably know him already. I'm just checking what time. Yeah, he will be on for a bit. I'm gonna rate Amiga Bill. He's bound to be doing some Amiga stuff. What's he doing? First look at new Amiga games. Exclusive. Okay, always fun. Once again, thanks all for coming, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.